Hello and welcome everyone to this Warcraft replay. We're going to be watching a ZOTAC Warcraft series. This is from the recent ZOTAC 289, and this is the quarterfinals between IAM.ZhouXixi, who's going to be spawning as the red Night Elf player on the top right, and Cechi, who's going to be spawning as the yellow undead player on the bottom left. So, yeah, Night Elf versus undead. Well, to be honest, I think that the majority of the matchups are kind of uncommon, but oh well. Hell, even human mirror matches tend to be less frequent, primarily because it's usually has Tho in it, and Tho being a human player does not like being a human player against human players, and yeah. I don't know, I'm just trying to fill in the gap between, these starting minutes. We can see here that Cechi is going to go for that Ancient War creeping. Surprised he hasn't actually placed it over here. It's going to take some time for that Ancient of War to move on to this creep camp, or at least hell fight both creep camps at once. But yeah, so Cechi probably is just going to go after this creep camp. That's probably League of Legends right now. Ignore that for now. I'm just casting. Probably should mute that, but yeah, I'm gonna mute it. Sorry about that. Big apologies. Out of the way, let's go back into the battle, or at least the match. Demon Hunter for Cechi and a Death Knight for Cechi. We're gonna start off with this creep camp. Archer is gonna pull those brigands and wizard. Demon Hunter is going to take some time to actually get out, but it looks like Cechi's going to take advantage of this renegade wizard and utilize that lightning shield. Obviously that's pretty much why the wisp was kind of there for. The wisp just acting as the third unit, just to allow for that renegade wizard to actually cast lightning with a lightning shield, because, well, renegade wizards are kind of stubborn that way. They won't cast lightning shield unless there is at least 3 units. And of course Ancient of War does count as a unit when he's uprooted. It looks like the Ancient of War got that kill. Demon Knight could have gone level 2 a little bit earlier, but it doesn't really matter. It's only a couple seconds delay. And it looks like Cechi is going to go for mass schools this game, so I mean, it's an interesting route to actually go for. He hasn't placed down a graveyard just quite yet, so it might be a bit of a late graveyard, and possibly graveyard until tier 2 or something like that. But yeah, we have level 1 Death Knight with Unholy Aura. Hopefully he's going to take advantage of this, versus a Night Elf player, of course. Which, of course, Night Elf players tend to be a little weak on the army, early game-wise. But it doesn't look like it's going to be the case with Cechi. He is going to go and start producing those archers right off the bat instead of moving on to an orange creep camp. We don't have a Hunter Soul being placed down, so yeah, we're not going to go Huntresses, but we're just having those archers just in case. Either way, gauntlets and +6 claws on that Demon Hunter, while the Death Knight has himself that circlet. It looks like another Slippers is going to be picked up from that Demon Hunter. Very nice, I guess, selection right there. Always nice to have additional damage, as well as, prevent your opponent from actually obtaining the items from his own camps. By the way, tier 2 should be coming in from Cechi. Yes, it is, and as well as Cechi. It looks like both players were just a couple of seconds off each other. Another mana burn on that Death Knight. He is level 2 though, so he can spend that mana on Death Coils if he needs to. Of course, it's going to be a little difficult to actually go after one of these archers, as they are kind of clumped up together, so surrounding them will be a difficult task. As you can see, the DK is having some problems getting in front of that archer, and of course the skeletons as well, as, I mean, they can't really slip in through that tiny gap. Demon's get a TP staff and a boots of speed. Not going to sell any of his prior items, but I mean, why would you? You can see that these clumped up archers in action. Hell, the DK can't really get in front of there, and who knows? Oh, it looks like we might have one. No, that was a little sloppy right there. We might have a surround. Will we? We will have Death Golf, and that is going to be one archer down, and 2 more skeletons up.
A player's forces are under attack.
Skeleton is gonna fight with that Demon Hunter. Tier 2 is finished, and ZhouXixi will probably place down those Ancient of Lores, which will enable bears and of course dryads. Looks like DK is gonna get himself another archer kill right there, and could possibly burst this archer down with a death coil. I'm not quite sure if he wants to. Oh, that's why he doesn't have the mana. Did not see that. Nagasiwich, second hero for Cechi, and of course with frost arrows. So that's gonna make surrounding units even easier with the slow from that Nagasiwich, as well as that additional movement speed from the Unholy Aura. We're gonna go with Black Citadel for Cechi, while ZhouXixi is gonna place down those Ancient Floors. I believe we have a graveyard completed. Yes, we do, but we do not have a slaughterhouse just quite yet.
A player's forces are under siege.
So I'm not sure what route ZhouXixi is gonna go for. Demon Hunter is still running around. It looks like this Ancient War is gonna take quite a bit of damage. Possibly could get destroyed, unless ZhouXixi's attention is gonna be towards that Demon Hunter. I'm not sure. And it's gonna be a panda out for ZhouXixi's second hero. Will ZhouXi get that kill? No, he will not. I believe one of these kobolds got the last hit on that Ancient of War, and it looks like an archer will be staff reserve right there. However, that's gonna be a little risky, as the panda looks like he could be surrounded right here, and yes, he does. So the only escape tool for the panda has been used up on the archer. Panda is gonna be taken down level 1, not before bringing out a Breath of Fire. I'm not sure if that dealt any damage or not. But either way, it looks like Nagasiwich was also picked off in the process, so kind of a fair exchange right there. However, I think it kind of benefited. Actually, who would it benefit? Would it benefit heroes that had split experience, or would it benefit a single hero? I'm not sure. Either way, it's kind of your view on that. We're going to go to Tree of Eternity, most likely for that Mastery Bear research. Looks like Cechi will reach level 3 on this DK, and it's going to... Oh. He was just off. Wow. Did not anticipate that would happen. Anyway, we're going to have Crypt Beans coming in, as well as Frenzy being researched, so that's going to be an additional movement speed and attack speed for the ghouls. So that's going to make surrounding much more easier, as well as, you know, just killing with those ghouls. But I'm not sure how much that will actually affect the late game, as, you know, ghouls will become obsolete, as they would be facing bears, and Crypt Fiends and statues and destroyers would take their place. Okay, TP staff is TP scroll is going to be given to that panda, as the Demon Hunter doesn't really need that much of a escape mechanism. It looks like an Orb of Corruption is given to that Nagasiwich. Not sure. Oh, we're going to have a third hero for Cechi as well. It's going to be a Lich as the third hero, so I mean, would the Lich actually take the Orb of Corruption for himself or something like that? I'm not exactly sure if the Lich needs damage items. I'm pretty sure it's just the Orb of Corruption's armor reduction. Either way, Nagasiwich is going to be taking heavy damage and will be taken down once again at level 1. That's going to... Oh, the panda is going to be surrounded, but he does have escape mechanisms as well. We're going to see a TP scroll coming in. We might have a burst down on this Demon Hunter. Who knows? No, we're not. As the Demon Hunter will be able to retreat unscathed. Well, not unscathed, but he can easily be rejuvenated from these bears right here. So far, army supply is 39 versus 42. It looks like the Lich is finally out as well, gaining himself the first bit of experience, as well as a Mantle of Intelligence +3. So, very nice item to greet him on. upgrades right now. What is it looking? Druid still 0-0. Ghoul 0-0 and Cryptfiend 0-0. So no upgrades whatsoever from either player. But of course upgrades will help eventually in the late game. So it looks like this orange creep camp is going to be cleared out. Renegade Wizard, are we going to see a lightning shield? Probably not. Just constant purges from both sides. Looks like this orange creep camp is going to be cleared out from ZhouXixi as well. Will he actually take an expansion? Obviously it would benefit him much more than it would for Cechi. But who knows, Night Elf players don't usually take an expansion against an undead because they're just so aggressive. Unless you have complete map control and all that. Either way, we have 2 destroyers in the air, one with almost full mana, so this is going to be kind of terrible for those bears. We're going to see in Frost Nova as well as those Orb of Corruptions being used. Abolish magic from, I guess, somewhere, I'm not sure exactly where. Death Coil and Orb of Annihilation taking down the Panda at level 2. So that's going to possibly turn the tables to ZhouXixi. Ghoul's also doing a fairly nicely good job. That doesn't make sense at all. Fairly nicely against those bears, even though they kind of lose to those guys. They just distract the bears long enough for the other essential units to be killed. Either way, it looks like the Demon Hunter will be able to TP back and possibly get a rejuvenate. I mean, it's finally nighttime, so those moonwells will eventually replenish themselves. Does he even have a Hunter's Hole? Don't think so. Oh, we do have a Hunter's Hole. Looks like Wellspring is finally going to be researched. A very, very valuable upgrade if you think about it. I mean, 125 increased capacity for those moonwells as well as additional regeneration during nights. So, yeah, in the late game, those moonwells will be absolutely crucial. Okay, looks like this camp is going to be cleared out as well. Like I said before, for ZhouXixi, I really don't expect an expansion from either player, just because it's, I guess, kind of risky to actually take it, but I might be wrong. It looks like ZhouXixi's moving out a Wisp out. Maybe he might do it when he is pretty much keeping his opponent occupied. Who knows, really. We have currently 3 destroyers in the air as well as Abomination, so it's gonna make things a little bit difficult for ZhouXixi, as I don't know, he just does not have the enough manpower to take down that Abomination as well as those destroyers. I believe the Dryads could easily be focused before they can even take them down, but here we go. 4 Dryads are trying to take down a Cryptfiend instead. Drunken Haze into a Breath of Fire combination right there. One bear will be taken down. Same Cryptfiend finally going to be taken down, but another bear is going to be killed as well. ZhouXixi looking to lose another bear in this battle. No, he's going to preserve it with that Panda, but he will be forced to retreat as ZhouXixi's army is slowly dying. ZhouXixi, which is going to use that invulnerability potion, and we have a mana burn on that Lich. Cryptfiend's going to be taken down by a Breath of Fire and Abomination. Will he get a Death Coil? DK does not have enough mana, so he will not be able to Death Coil any unit, and maybe the Panda and Demon Hunter could change the tables of here. Looks like the ZhouXixi, which will finally be taken down as well. Preservation Staff on that Demon Hunter will force him to retreat, but will come back, most likely rejuvenate from those moonwells. And here we go, let's get into the chase. DK did get another mana burn, and I don't know, I mean, oh, okay, there's the mana burn. DK has no mana whatsoever, but a Lich, on the other hand, has a greater mana potion, so he might be able to use that. But I mean, against a Demon Hunter, it's kind of a double-edged sword. It enables you to cast your spells, but it also enables a Demon Hunter to have maximum damage on that hero. Okay, it looks like Tree of Life is nearly completed, but of course we need to wait for that entanglement to actually occur, so that ZhouXixi could actually you know, get the gold. And it looks like 3,000 for both players, so we might be seeing the gold mine being destroyed in about, oh, I don't want to stuff up this estimation, 5 minutes maybe? 5 minutes.
Forces are under attack.
5.5 or somewhere around that. I also don't know, it was just a rough estimate. Looks like the Granite Golem camp was trying to be attempted, was able to take down one golem, and of course these destroyers are just waiting over here, possibly just seeing if ZhouXixi is going to try and steal this. But it looks like, oh, I don't know, ZhouXixi's kind of reluctant now that he's seen those destroyers. I mean, oh, Cechi's army is going to be far away, and this might give the opportunity for ZhouXixi to actually, you know, take these guys down. It looks like the Dryad is going to pull the Granite Golems, and these destroyers, I believe, did spot that, but ZhouXixi is not moving at all. We are going to, it looks like ZhouXixi might be able to get the items from this camp. Okay, if ZhouXixi actually came in, I mean, those destroyers would enjoy fighting this match. It is going to be a claws of attack plus 12, so hopefully that will bring a greater effect into the battle. And there we go, what I meant by those destroyers loving this battle is that they will consume the roars from those bears and of course convert it to mana. We have a stray orb of corruption. It did not make it at all. There with another rejuvenate. Will we have an absorption? There we go with the absorb. And of course those destroyers not using the mana though. I believe, is the expansion spotted? I'm not sure. Let's just check a minute. No, the expansion is not discovered just quite yet, but maybe he could send a ghoul. Destroyers will be able to spot that, and if ZhouXixi does not deal with this, he will be in a little bit of trouble, as he will eventually run out of gold in the next few minutes. Bear is going to be preserved right there, and of course will be saved. This bear, however, will be taken down with a Frost Nova, Orb of Annihilation, and of course Fort Lightning left and right. Have the Dryads are slowly taking down those destroyers. Destroyers can't really do anything about those Dryads as they are magic immune. Another mana burn on that Lich, and the DK does have a great amount of potion, but will he be able to use it in time? Ditko to take down that bear, and level 4 is on that Panda. There we go, another Breath of Fire and a invulnerability potion on that Demon Hunter. I'm not sure if ZhouXixi could actually pull this off, really. Maybe he could. He does have 3 Crypt Fiends. If he was able to save this one, or at least save the Nagasiwitch as well, he might stand a chance, but more bears are coming in. This destroyer is being healed back up with that statue earlier, so yeah, it looks like ZhouXixi might be able to do so, but oh, I'm not sure. ZhouXixi's already mined out about 1,500 gold from this gold mine, so will he be able to get back into this? Will he be able to destroy it before his opponent can, you know, out-sustain him? I'm not sure. Nagasiwitch is going to be chased around. Will she be killed? It looks like she will be killed, and oh, the Demon Hunter is going to be staff reserved. Nagasiwitch taking down level 3. Panda is nearing level 5, and we have another destroyer in the air. Dark Ritual on that Crypt Fiend, and we have a Nova Coil combination on that Panda, so nice pick off right there. However, Crypt Fiends are slowly dying and decreasing for ZhouXixi. I'm not sure if he does have, if he has even the, I guess, damage to take down the Tree of Life before any reinforcements come in. Either way, another mana burn on that DK that's going to prevent any more healing for the Undead army. We still have that Lich providing armor reduction, but there's currently 3 bears out versus 2 Crypt Fiends and 2 destroyers. GG from ZhouXixi, as he knew he could not outlast his opponent. I mean, you can even see it here. Resources, obviously, ZhouXixi didn't mine as much gold as his opponent, and I mean, he kind of lacked in lumber as well. If you didn't notice earlier, ZhouXixi actually had a shredder, so that's why his lumber harvesting was better. Either way, I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys next time on Game 2.